Today I'm going to do something I usually don't. I'm a bit spontaneous. I left for the woods and I took you with me. It's Friday the 13th of May 2022. We have a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The sky is blue. It's clear, no clouds. And we are in the forests in Southern Finland. It's very beautiful here. I have a lake in the background and a forest in front. So let's go for a walk. As you know, we are now in a Capricorn Venus star point phase, and we have 5 signs on the 5-pointed Venus star, and Capricorn is the only sign that represents the element of Earth right now on the Venus star. And as each sign gets activated, or actually all the signs are activated all the time, but the focus changes on the Venus star, and the focus is on each sign every 4 years. So that means that Capricorn is right now activated, and the next time it will be activated in 4 years in 2026. So every time a Venus star point comes to a certain sign, it's good to take some time and to use this time to contemplate about the element that it represents. So for Capricorn, of course, this is the element of Earth. And nature is, of course, very much associated with the element of Earth. And I'm so happy to live in a place like this, where you can be in nature actually every day, like not only in the park but really in the forests, and see how nature changes. This place is not far from my home. It's like 25 minutes drive, and there are no paths here in this area, so it's quite rocky. And I like that this is really feeling like nature. It's not much man-made, or the trees which are falling, they just fall and they have a rest. It's beautiful. And yeah, Capricorn, we are now also in a morning star phase, so each or every person who is born during a Capricorn morning star phase has their Venus star point return. So the exact sign and phase of Venus returns every 8 years. Every 4 years, Venus and the Sun conjoin in the same sign, but as Venus changes phases, she's the morning and the evening star, meaning that if Venus is now the morning star and we have a Capricorn Venus star point phase, in 4 years Venus will be conjoining the Sun in Capricorn, but she will be the evening star. And again in 4 years she will be again the morning star. There's so much beauty in the cycle of Venus and so much mystery. I'm excited to see where I will find myself in a moment. I've never been here in this particular place. Ooh. It's so interesting when you go to the forest and it feels like you're, in a way, you are alone, but you're not alone. There's so much going on here. And also it's interesting because you never know what you will find. It's very high right now, it looks. these are actually the first few warm days here in Finland. We have had a very long and cold winter, even here in the south. And I'm so happy that we have spring now. I believe I have never waited for spring like I have been waiting this year. So, and it's also interesting with the Venus star points that usually it's, how do I get down there? Ooh. Well, what I was about to say is that, of course, with all astrological alignments, sometimes if the planets are not activated as Time Lords in your personal astrology, it may be that you do not much feel yourself related to that alignment, you know. But when the planets are activated, it's quite interesting to experience in your life how it works out, you know, like the focus on your birth chart changes with the planets moving around the zodiac and activating particular parts in your life and in your chart. But even if, let's say for this phase, even if Capricorn or Saturn is not activated in your chart, or let's say if you have planets in Capricorn but they are not activated as Time Lords, you can still work with this Capricorn Venus star point phase, because it helps you to focus on one part in life, and that is right now the element of Earth. So the material, the physical part of life is now the focus on. And if Saturn is activated as a Time Lord right now for you, then, or the sign of Capricorn activated, then you might experience very directly that something is changing in your life related to the area in your life where Capricorn is in your birth chart. So look at where Capricorn is located in your birth chart and see what it means in your life. And it's interesting that for me personally, this Capricorn Venus star point phase coincides with Saturn being the Time Lord right now for me this year. And it's interesting to see how much the signification of that area in my life has been brought up during the past month. Yeah. And what I personally like with the Venus star point system, there are so many systems in astrology you can work with. Some people work with the moon, the cycles of the moon, and of course that's something many people start with, and it's a good practice to focus on where the moon is, and especially the new moons and the full moons, where they fall in your chart. But what I like with the Venus star point system is that you have more time to think about a certain theme in your life, as the Venus star point is always active for 9.5 months. So meaning that, for example, this Capricorn Venus star point phase began in January and it will end in October. So you have 9.5 months time to think about the element, the sign, the quality. Capricorn is cardinal Earth. You can spend time contemplating Saturn, any planet you have in Capricorn. And I like that so much because usually, oh, that's so beautiful. Look. Usually we have so much to do in our lives that we don't have the time to really get into things, really contemplate about what they mean, at least for me. And with the Venus star point system, you have more time. So the activation is longer, it's several months, and it gives you more time to think about all the aspects related to that sign. And also what's interesting is that the Venus star puts a focus on 5 signs in your birth chart. And they are all different. It's about the flow of energy in time as the star progresses, but also in your birth chart and in your relationships. It's something I have been amazed by to see how this works, how the energies in our relationships are reflected through the Venus star. I think I'm going to look for a place where I can have a rest, and I will be back in a minute. So here I am. I found a beautiful spot here in the forests. I think I will spend the whole day here. I have some food and coffee and my notebook, so I can make some notes if something comes to my mind. But before I close this video, I want to talk about one tool you can use to understand the element of earth, and this is the tarot. And for those of you who have been following me, you know that I love the Mythologia Fennica Tarot created by Susanna Salo. And I brought it with me. And for the past couple of weeks, I have been spending much time with the element of earth, with the fork of earth in the Mythologia Fennica Tarot deck. And there are 4 cards I want to talk to you today. And these cards are the so-called court cards of the earth element. And in the Mythologia Fennica Tarot, these are Tapio, which is corresponding to the King of Pentacles. Then we have Mielikki, she is corresponding to the Queen of Pentacles. Then we have the Bear, the Knight of Pentacles, and Forest Maiden, the Page of Pentacles. And when I was thinking about the element of earth, what instantly came to mind is of course the forest in some way. And I have been thinking of Tapio. He is a god very much associated with the forest, and actually also a synonym for the forest, as I've been reading. And I've been thinking about that Tapio represents the outer structure. He is the outside structure of all we have. Like if you think of the analogy of the forest, you have the trees and the rocks that make up the forest. And then when you think of Mielikki, she is the inside of the forest. I've been feeling that she is the one who keeps everything together. She's the link between. She is the one that protects the animals. She knows how to heal animals. She knows herbs that can be used to heal. She is also keeping the forest clean and beautiful. So these two, this couple is the outside structure and the inside beauty, the order within our material world. And then I've been thinking of the other two cards, the Bear and Forest Maiden. And the Bear is interesting because according to Finnish folklore, the bear is created in the heavens, and the bear came to earth at some point. And traditionally people in Finland would live very much with the cycle of the bear, you know, and it's interesting to think about that you arrange your yearly festivals and your cycle according to what is the cycle of the bear, so to speak. And I've been thinking about the bear card as representing the cycles within our material experience here on planet Earth. So the bear sleeps and then he's awake, and these two phases are of course very different from each other. And in this card I feel we could think about what at first the bear coming from heaven to earth, from the skies to the earth. So what do you want to bring down to earth? What do you want to manifest? What is it you want to share with the world? And then also endings and beginnings. What do you need to end? What do you need to begin? So be open to receive new ideas, and also be aware that there is this cycle of endings and beginnings, and it's eternal. And this also is a card that gives you, like I feel, the calmness that you know there is everything is happening in the right time, and you don't need to plan ahead like several years or something. Like the bear, you know, the bear goes to sleep and then the bear wakes up, and you know, living the day as it comes. Yeah, there are other things I feel with this card, but maybe another time. And then Forest Maiden. Forest Maidens are creatures that can appear to people that spend time in the forest, and they are said to be beautiful on the front, but they are looking like old trees on the back, so they don't show their back. So they are like spirit creatures, and they can grant things to people. They protect people. They can wake you up when you sleep in the forest and your fire goes out, or a snake is nearby. So or a tree is falling, though they can wake you up in your dreams, for example. And I feel with this card, with the Forest Maiden, it's the spirit within our material world, the ideas, the imagination, the inspiration, you know, the idea, what can I do, what do I want to do, what, you know, leaving on an adventure, trying out something new. Well, really the inspiration that comes. And also what's interesting is with this card, you can think of, as you travel through your life, within the cycles of your life, you are guided, you are protected by the spirits, and you can be open to receive new insights, new inspiration. So this is a card of possibilities. So which possibilities showing up in your life. And you know, it's in a way, I feel this is, she looks a bit calm in a way, but I feel this card is also the sparkly kind of card. So yeah, I also made a PDF for working with the earth element and the tarot. So I will put this on my website so you can print it and fill it in. So there's not much in this sheet. There's only the names of the cards of the tarot, of the Mythologia Fennica Tarot, and also the corresponding cards. And then you can just fill in whatever you want to put in, whatever insight you get from the cards in this Capricorn Venus star point cycle. You can write keywords down, or affirmations, or questions you want to ask yourself and work with during this Capricorn Venus star point phase. So this was everything I wanted to say today. I thank you for watching, and I hope I see you again. And yeah, greetings from the beautiful forest here in Southern Finland to you. Bye bye.